Y'all know what it is, the real 210. All praise to God for everything. I mean, every single thing. I'm here, my brother Marathon Manny, and we got little Nate with us tonight, man. And tonight we doing a special episode. It's the Father's Day edition, man. And we want to shine a spotlight on all the great fathers worldwide. I'm talking about fathers on man time, fathers in their kids' life at every single time of the day. So we want to just put a special spotlight on them, man. So before we always start, we always do a mental health check-in. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. I thought he was about to ask me
first.
Hey, still on my toes, man. I'm feeling good, man. Just got off of work, got with my boy right here.
Yes, sir.
Excited to do this, man. Yes. Excited.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, Nate?
Very excited, and I feel very excited.
Yes, sir.
Very excited.
Yes,
just
sir.
to be on here. You like it?
And we just got.
Yeah. Who was that guy?
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. So, yeah, you know me, I'm feeling great, man. Just to have my brother and my little bro, you know what I'm saying, little nephew, little Nate dog, you know what I'm saying, feeling good. So, man, let me ask you this. How important is Father's Day to you, man?
I mean, the holiday in itself, I do celebrate it. Definitely celebrate it, and I take time to appreciate my father and just appreciate being a father.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not important to me, but I went so many years not really able to celebrate it. Where it's like most holidays are like that for me. It's more so like it's just another day.
For sure.
But at the same time, it's definitely important to celebrate fathers just like mothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I'm gonna say this, man. Father's Day, like my father passed when I was 15, right? So Father's Day is a good day because we could talk about moms. I love my mom. Shout out to my moms. I love you, baby.
Shout
but look,
out
I'm gonna
to
say,
my mom,
shout out to
Shout
my
out
moms.
to Nate, mom.
Yeah, I'll tell you. But it's just like fathers, man. It's so many good fathers in our community, and they really get overlooked because the thing is, moms take the spotlight, but we gotta shine that spotlight on the fathers, man. Fathers are just so critical and so important to be in these kids' life. So. Father's Day is everything to me, man. Just like Mother's Day. So it's an even, trade-off. So I say, man, Father's Day is everything. So let me ask you this, man. How was your father, man, growing up?
That's a good one to start with right there, man. Cause my father, he was a hell of an example to have in my life. You know what I'm saying? Just the history of his life is amazing in the sense of. In a way, he had to learn how to become a man on his own. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And having him in my life, he was present. Mm-hmm. One thing about it, he was present. He might have not had all the intelligence or knowledge or education and things of that nature to put me in different situations, but he did everything he could, and he. Right now, in the way he set us up to win, you know what I'm saying? Set my family up to win. Him and my mother set us up to win. You know what I'm saying? Just by coming to this country and planting their seeds and planting roots here. You feel me?
For sure. So if you had one word to describe your dad, what would that word be?
Dang.
I'm gonna get you now.
That gotta be a big word, man.
Yeah, that cost.
I gotta be, just say great. Great.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Because of all the tribulations that man went through, he's here. And even now, like, he still be going through things and stuff, but, he'll be, like, when I wasn't around, he was a father figure to my own son. You feel me? He used to tell me all the time when I was in prison, when I was in prison, he used to come visit me, man, he'll break down in tears because he couldn't bear to see me in there, right? But he used to always tell me, like, man, it's like I'm raising you all over again. When he, had Nate in his custody. Not custody, but with him.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What does your father mean to you, little Nate?
Everything.
Everything. What is everything?
Everything is... Hard question.
Take your time to think, man. We got time.
Speak up. Remember I told you to speak up.
Let's just say he's awesome.
Okay, I love that.
You will keep it short and sweet.
Let me ask you this. So would you say your father's like your biggest supporter when it comes to you playing soccer? Because I know you're nice on the field, and I see that he's always at your games. So would you say he's one of your biggest supporters?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you look at your dad like your role model, right?
Yep.
Good. So let me ask you this, man. How important is it for fathers to be in the household with their child?
Man, look, it is very important if it's possible. definitely important. Like, you know, unfortunately, some of us, you know, don't have that. Like, I grew up with my father in the house. You feel me? And I never really knew what it was like to have a single mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son be experiencing things that I'd have never experienced. You feel me? But I definitely believe it's important. But at the same time, I feel like it depends on the situation, right?
For sure.
I wouldn't want to be in my son's, like, for example, I'm saying, I wouldn't want to be in the same household as my son if I can't be happy with the mother.
Right.
You feel me? Because that's only bearing a burden on them and making them feel like it's their fault or anything. We don't know what we could be causing. If I could be happy over here and the mother could be happy over there and we could work together to raise that child.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's not always, and it's very important. I'm not saying it's not. But you know what I'm saying? It, outside of having your father in your household is, you know, definitely possible to raise a child, and especially a young boy, you know, to the best of your ability.
So let me ask you this: how old was you when you had little Nate?
I had just turned 18 years old.
Young father.
Man, look, I ain't get to taste nothing of adulthood outside of my child.
Let me ask you this though: were you ready to be a parent?
Hell nah. I was not ready, absolutely not. But one thing. And this come from, you know, having my father in my life is just stepping up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? I went and got my job. It just, like, I took the initial steps to what I thought I was supposed to do as a man and as a father.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I was, like, you know, the 18 months that I was in his life before I went to prison, I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could not keep me away from my child.
No question.
You know
no question. Let me ask you this: why don't good fathers get praised like good mothers? Because it's so easy. We in our communities, he's a deadbeat. It's always deadbeat. But when a father's actually trying to be a father, a woman will make it. I say not a woman, because a woman ain't gonna give you no hard times. A female, right? She'll make it so hard for you when you trying to be a father. But that deadbeat, she won't give him no time at all. Like, she wouldn't put him on child support because, you know, she ain't gonna get nothing, right? But when you trying to be a father, she makes it so hard for you. Talk about that, man.
Hey, Slim. No bullshit. Like, I really don't understand that because, you know, even me, like, I do my best. I'm not perfect, but, you know, I'm learning as I go. I do my best as a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got my stuff all the way together yet, but if anybody else would tell you, let you tell it. Like, I'm doing great. You feel me? Even though I don't be content or I don't be satisfied with where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing a lot. Like, I be having a lot. And the thing is, like you said, people not appreciating those fathers like that. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's all we need. Like, we spread ourselves so thin. I be sitting there thinking about it, like, man, I only been home 14, 15 months. And I be spreading myself so thin, like, just trying to do so much. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a father. And it's just like, damn, like, I don't get too much. I appreciate you, or you know, like, it ain't. Right, and I'm not the only one.
Right.
It's like I guess it's because it's like already expected of us, especially if you are a great man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm a great man.
For sure.
You feel 100%. Me? So,
most definitely.
So I feel like when it's expected of you, it's like what? It's like you saying, let's just say, for example, things that we take for granted in the natural, right? Breathing. We don't even appreciate it, right? We don't think to appreciate it like consciously.
For sure.
But really, when you sit back and think about it, man, you appreciate the oxygen. You know, like, trees is the one that is what creates oxygen.
Without it, we can't.
With a great man, you know,
sure.
father, like, it's the same thing. It's like we the oxygen of the world.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And the people, like the mothers and the children, are the people that are taking in that oxygen.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Nah, that's crazy that you said that though, Manny. Like, it's like this, bro. I always say this. You know, the mom is at home. Like, say for instance, you a dad, right? You out in the field, you doing these things, so your child's mother can eat, right? So the child automatically grows that attachment to the mom because you're not there majority of the time because you out working. So she's home raising the child. And so that's why the moms are so appreciated all the time. And you're a good father. It's like, yeah, nigga, this what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, you don't get appreciated. This what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a good father. And so leads you to
like that shit don't come
easy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, I be looking at so many dudes, And no shade, no disrespect to nobody, but like I be looking at so many dudes, they don't even be trying as hard as I be trying, and they been out here, ain't got more money, got more opportunities than me and all that. Don't even be trying as hard as I do, right? As far as being a father, right? And I be tripping off of that shit. I be like, you know, like I also have encountered like people who, like women, right, who have shitty baby fathers. You feel me?
For sure.
But they be on top of their shit. You know what I'm saying? It be like it be crazy. Like I said, like man, when you got somebody that's just doing their best, like all you
make it easier for them.
Yeah, don't make it harder.
For sure.
It's already hard.
I'm telling, I'm already going through a whole lot, but I say that I commend you, bro, since you came home, like day one. Yeah. I always got little Nate with you. He here right now. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Last interview was here. A couple interviews he was here. And so like I say, man, I want to, turn my hat off to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. So we got to continue to do that. Spread love. You see a father out here, especially being a good father like Manny, shout him out, man. And that's what Father's Day is all about. But Father's Day shouldn't be one day. It should be every day. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
So let me ask you this. So did becoming a father make you responsible? Because I know you went away for some time, right? So in jail, like, did you contemplate, when I come home, I'm going to be the best father I could be?
I was already the best father I could be before.
Okay.
Just, I was still caught up in making the wrong decisions. Even though it's not like I, consciously was like, fuck being a father. You know what I'm saying? I was already doing the best that I could. The only thing, the jail made me sit there. Like, when I went, sat down for that minute, like, I just learned how to appreciate being a father more. You know what I'm saying? How to appreciate having a child that, it's different, bro. Like, I be hearing some people, females and men, like, talking about, like, how they can't have no kid, or, like, they don't want kids, or, like, it just be sounding so funny to me, because I be like, man, like, you don't understand the love that you'll feel, like, once you have a child. You feel me? Like, it's nothing else like it. You feel me? Like, it be the smallest things that and then you just catch it. Like, the other day, me and Nate went to the barbershop. We don't be having to do too much to have a good time, man. He done got the hang of the barbershop. He go in there talk his talk, pop his shit. Have a good time, right? And I was on my way to come here to record, and he was just, he seen that I was in a rush, right? And usually I get out the car, make sure, I take him in, give him a hug or whatever. I'm in a rush though, so I ain't even get out the car. This dude like, all right, bye, dad, right? And I guess he see like I ain't gonna get out. This man come around, through the seats and just get to hugging me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like you will never, you can't. It ain't no describing that. You feel me? So it's really nice, man. It gives you the best feeling of being a father.
Question for you, little Nate. Coming back to you, what's something your dad has taught you?
He's taught me a lot, like how to play soccer, how to play football, how to actually be a man, and a lot of other things.
That's powerful, Nate. That's powerful, man. That's powerful. That's super duper powerful. So let me ask you this: are you planning to have more children?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Eventually. But one day, I ain't gonna lie though.
Look at it.
You ain't gonna be the only one. Nah, eventually. Well, that's up to God though, man. God willing, I find me an amazing woman that I can commit myself to. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would.
For sure.
But I'm not just like I used to think it was cool sitting there just having several baby moms. Like, I ain't trying to do that.
Let me ask you this, man. Like, what are some tips to a person that's having a child for the first time, a father, he's about to be new to parenthood? Because I don't have any kids. Lord willing, I do have kids later on down the line. But what are some tips you can give to that person, that man?
Well, for one, just understand you're not gonna be perfect. Like, you're not gonna do everything right. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, so many people commit, and shout out to the people that, just on random occasions, like, they might just see something with me and Nate, like on Instagram or something, and they just write me a heartfelt message, right? So shout out to y'all, and I appreciate y'all for doing that, because it really motivates me. But it's been times where I get those messages, and then like the next day I might be struggling as a father, right? And I'm like, damn, like I think about what people say, and I'm like, now I gotta live to a certain standard. But we're not perfect. You're not gonna be there's no perfect parent.
For sure.
You feel me? I be going through trial and errors with my boy. But one thing about it, the best thing I can tell you is just be there and do your best. And then, like, also know, like, life ain't just about yourself now. Like once you have a child, it ain't just about you. I gotta think about him. Before I think about myself, I gotta think about him. You know what I mean? I can't just do whatever. You feel me? So just put your best foot forward, and not just in being a parent, but in everything you do, because everything you do comes back to your children. You feel me?
Like they said, good man leave an inheritance for his kids. You know what I'm saying? So like Manny just said, when you have kids, your life is over. You live for your kids, man, so they can have the best life possible, a life better than yours. And you have kids, little Nate, they continue the cycle, man. So let me ask you this: what are some struggles you still face as a dad?
As a father, I'ma say patience.
Patience.
Patience. Like I'm an impatient person, just naturally. Right? Like, no bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. Like this is the real. So it's like I'm not gonna sit here and fake. Like, man, I can't stand when people be acting like they got their shit all the way together.
For sure.
I got my flaws. Like shit. You feel me? And patience be one of them. Like, you know, sometimes like my son, especially early on, like I was so tense coming out of prison. Right, so it's like I didn't have that patience. I was so easy to snap. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to like kirk out or something. And I you know, screamed at my son and like, you know, talked to him I feel like a little too harsh. Whereas like now, as I'm getting better, I still struggle with it, but as I get better, like I'm more understanding of it. Like the other day he did something. This dude, he too busy playing, left his shoes at his aunt's house. Only pair of shoes that he got. You know what I'm saying, for tomorrow.
Right.
So instead of me being like, you know, going off on him, I'm just like, I took a moment, paused, and I looked at him, and then I talked to him instead of screaming at him or getting mad at him. Yeah, it was frustrating because I'm like, I gotta go out of my way to go pick the shoes up. And I'm like, man, you know, it's minute and you know, to the bigger picture. Shit, I'm blessed to be able to even go grab his shoes.
For sure.
You feel me? But instead of me getting mad at him, like screaming at him or anything, I talk to him. I'm like, you know, and then I also think about it like this too. I want my son to understand how to be respected, right, and how to respect people.
For sure.
So I got to be the first person to respect him. You feel me?
For sure.
If his own father, the first man that he should look to in his life, don't know how to respect him, how you expect other men to respect him?
For sure.
You feel me? So, I just talked to him, like, you know, I just broke it down to him, like, man, look, you know, your only responsibility is yourself.
For sure.
I do everything. You, me, you, mom, we do everything else. Only thing you're responsible of is yourself and the things that we would provide for you. That's it.
For sure.
You know? And he understood it. And I was like, okay. Well, like, he's like, Dad, I won't leave my shoes next time, this, and that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I succeed as a parent like that. Small wins.
I get it, man. I'm loving this, bro, because like just like you said, man, like everything starts at home. Like I gotta respect him. So you go out to the world and respect people. That's a fact, man. Let me ask you this though, man. Would you say being a dad is your most prized possession?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the hands down, without a doubt.
So let me ask you this: how would you describe your parenting style? What type of parent are you? That cool parent? That mean parent?
I'm a mixture. Because sometimes, and Nate will tell you.
Yeah, I was about to ask right, Nate. How is he, man?
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, how is he?
I was about to say I agree.
Yeah, okay, okay.
What you agree with though?
I agree that you're cool.
I'm cool, okay. I be cool, but sometimes I be strict when I have to.
Got to, for sure.
Sometimes ain't time to be playing. Like I'm very mild mannered. You feel me? So
mixture.
Yes. So it's like I don't have too much patience for BS.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna let him think.
So look, we back at it with another one. We're gonna pick up where we left off. So say for instance, man, you have a baby mother, your child's mother, and y'all not working.
Yeah.
How do you make it work for the child's sake? You know, how do you continue to have a good relationship with her? Because you know how sometimes people don't let you see your child just because you don't want to be with her, or maybe she don't want to be with you, so you'll leave your child life and stuff. Like, how do you make it work?
I mean, Slim, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's a constant struggle. Like, the first thing, like, when all else is said and done, like, I be having to understand that it's not about me, it's not about her, it's about him. So it's like, we be having to put a lot of stuff to the side if we gotta make things work, and it's hard. For me, it ain't easy. You feel me? Especially because I'm getting acclimated to the world.
For sure.
You feel me? So it's like, I'm just, everything that I'm going through, I'm learning all at once. You feel me? So sometimes I might be struggling here in life, and then struggling over there in life. Like I be having things going on where it's like it just all comes together, and I be like, I really be having to sit there and remember, like, man, it ain't about me. It's about him. You know what I'm saying? It's not about Shorty. It's about my son.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
so
just having the other thing, patience.
For sure.
Communication.
Yeah,
Communication, man. Like sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
For sure.
And you know, not everybody understands that, but like sometimes just think about your tone of voice. Or don't try to undermine a person.
For sure.
You feel me? Like it be the little things.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? That you just could work on, and will make everything work.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
So, Lil Nate, let me ask you this, man. How you doing in school, Nate?
Better than before.
Better than before. And has your dad helped you with that? Like your dad stay on top of you, making sure you do your assignments on time, making sure that you're just, you know, a responsible young man. Because eventually you're gonna be a man one day, and your dad is constantly on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And so, you know, just in life, period, man. Like fathers, man. Like be in your kids' life, man, because it makes a huge difference, man. Be in your kids' life at every single time, every single day. Call your kids, check on your kids. And let me ask you this, man, before we get up out of here, man. Listen, do you think that you could be a better father?
Every day. It's room for improvement for everything in life, like especially being a father. Like that's the thing I want to improve on the most.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like I'm never satisfied with where I'm at, you know, and that's not in a bad way. Not that I don't acknowledge how good I'm doing or anything, or I'm not grateful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I always know, like, it's like the greats, like people that are great. Like you think Michael Jordan, he was never satisfied with where he was at. You know what I'm saying? He was always striving for more, for better.
For sure.
And that's how I'm trying to be the Michael Jordan of fatherhood. You feel me?
So, Lord Nate, I want to ask you this, man. Is this something you want to tell your dad? Like you appreciate him, you love him, you know?
I love him and I appreciate him a lot.
Okay.
More than trillion. Infinity.
I love that. Forever. Yeah, I love that. I love that, Lil Nate. So look, there you have it. Another episode of The Real. It's Father's Day. Spend time with your kids. You know, shout out to all the real fathers, man. I love y'all, man. I ain't a father yet, but I see y'all shining, man. Shout out Marathon Manny. You know, a heck of a father, man. Just came on from jail, and he's right back with his son, man. This is what you call a man on man time. You know, doing what he got to do every single day so his Lord one could be great. And that's what it's all about. So there you have another episode of The Real. Shout out to the fathers out there, man. Father's Day edition, man.
Happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day.
Let's get it. God bless you all, man.
If you're not on The Real, you're not real.
There you go. Bang.